What's up, people? My name's Andrew Gosling. Welcome to my channel. About 12 months ago I set about trying to create a channel. It got off to a decent start and then kind of got slow, and in the end I haven't produced anything for quite some time that's of any substance. So I thought what I'd do is I'd welcome everyone to 2019, welcome them to my channel, welcome back to my channel, and lay out what I plan for the year. I have some goals I'd like to put into a video, which hopefully will then make me be able to look at that and go, hey, you need to keep up with this. This is where you're falling back. This is where you're falling down. This is what you need to catch up on. This is how you need to move ahead. We're a couple of weeks into the year. One of my goals was to actually create a small area. It's not really a studio, but a small area where I could comfortably produce some video content easily, not have to set stuff up every time. I've actually managed to achieve that. It's nothing great, but it's here. So hopefully at least that will give me the opportunity to, I want to create a video, sit down, got some space here, we can go through little reviews. I want to put together some videos over the next week or so of how I prepare for the season ahead and what I'm going to be doing. So that's one of my goals, and I've actually managed to achieve that. Probably the number one thing that I want to achieve this year is consistency and completion. They're probably the two of the things that I really want to focus on. I've got a major issue in terms of getting things completed. I'm really good at getting things started, but sometimes often I tend to fail or fall down in keeping them going and seeing them through to the end, or seeing them through to a level of completion. Since one of my goals is to grow this channel to not to some sort of massive point, but to grow it to a decent point, the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to consistently produce content and to be here and to actually, just basically produce content. So in saying that, another one of my goals, goal 2, goal 3. This is goal number 3. Goal number 1, we've achieved. Goal number 2, well, we'll have to wait and see how we go that for the year. Goal number 3, I want to produce at least 52 videos this year. 52 proper, thought out videos. So this is the first one for the year. I've left myself a couple of weeks behind. We're into the 3rd week of January now, so I've got a couple to catch up on, but my goal is to get to make 52 videos at least this year. I can make more, I don't want to make less. So video is going to start, if you notice the start of this one, episode 1. So we'll see how we go. The fourth goal is a little bit more, I don't know if it's more difficult, but I'd like to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm currently at a grand total of 66, so there's a fair way to go. Honestly, the only way that it's going to happen is to produce content, and to produce content consistently, so it falls back into my previous thoughts. That's basically it for my actual plans or my goals for the year. We've been into the off season in racing, which is my main thing. So there hasn't been an awful lot happening here. The type of videos that I want to produce throughout this year will vary. I want to do an awful lot more videos related to actual photography, reviewing some gear, looking at gear that I use, looking at how I operate, how I, you know, what my processes are. I do things to a lot of people. Some people may find some use in that. So hopefully we can cover that. So a lot more in terms of photography. There will still be a lot about racing. I also want to do some previews of races, previews of rounds, wrap-ups of rounds, that type of thing. Looking at tracks similar to ones that I did earlier last year, where I went to a track and I actually did a walk around, ride around of the track, showed what the track was like. Do some things that give people an insight into racing that is a little more than a lot of people get the opportunity to do. So there's not going to be just one thing that the channel is focused on, but it will basically be photography, motorsport, and how they interact in my life. I'm looking for questions. If people want to ask questions, leave comments, do all that sort of thing. I'll be watching. I'm quite happy to have discussions, make videos on subjects that you find interesting, answer questions that you have. I've got, I'm hoping to do, or planning to do, a whole lot more videos where I am on site, at tracks and that sort of thing. I've got I hopefully have a new GoPro coming shortly. My last one met a rather unpleasant end, and hopefully that's being replaced in the next week or so. Also in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be getting hold of a DJI Osmo Pocket. The idea of those things is that a lot of times last year there were things that I would have loved to have got footage of, loved to have just done short little clips that could have been included into videos, and it was just too difficult. A lot of the times when I'm out on track, don't have an awful lot of time. I'm focused on getting a particular job done, and to pull out even a simple camera, even to pull out my phone and put it on a gimbal, plug in an external microphone. It's very, very simple, but it's so much more gear that I have to carry. You know, a gimbal for an iPhone so that I can produce footage that looks reasonable, you know, it's quite large. So I'm very much hoping that the DJI Osmo Pocket and the new GoPro will enable me to just simply carry a small camera with me, flick it out, get footage, make a little vlog post, whatever, that can be then put into a larger video and do it easily and quickly. So both of those I should have hopefully by the beginning of the month, early next month, no later, and we'll see how we go. First event of the year is coming up first weekend of February, which is the ASBK test. Going to a Suzuki Ride Day the day before, but the first actual event is the ASBK test for the year. So hopefully we'll be able to do some footage around a few things that we're doing there, maybe some little time lapses, hyperlapses, little things, all that's just some cool stuff, and also be able to put together, once we've got through that couple of days, you know, look at how the season ahead's going to look, and then move on to World Superbikes, where hopefully again we can, that was where I started the channel last year, so hopefully we can put together some stuff there. How we're going to go through the year, how I'm going to go, they're my goals. That's what I'm putting it out there. I'm hoping that by putting it out there and saying that's what I'm planning to do, I'm giving myself the incentive, because otherwise people can come back and go, you said you were going to do this and you didn't, and that would be a bit unfortunate. Anyway, just wanted to make a really short video to start the year. Hopefully next week I can put together some videos starting to look at actually preparing for to go racing again. The test is one where I have a huge amount of things happening that aren't just on track. We have to do an awful lot of preparation for the season ahead. We do headshots, we do bikes, teams, all those sort of things that you'll just see over and over and over again throughout the year. So in preparing for that, I carry a huge amount of gear with me: strobes, backdrops, light stands, all these, all these things that you wouldn't think a motorsport photographer would carry to an event. And I'd love to at times not have to carry them, but to produce what is required, that's what we have to do. So hopefully I'll have the time to be able to put together a video on maybe one on camera gear that I'll be taking, and another on things like lighting and all the bits and pieces that are associated with the non racetrack type photos, the non on track photos. Anyway, thank you for listening. If you've liked this, or hopefully you're interested in what I'm going to be doing throughout the year, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, leave comments. As I say, if there are things that you would like me to cover, like me to talk about, more than happy to do that. I'm hoping to do, as I say, tutorials as well. So looking at aspects, particularly of motorsport photography, but all sorts of photography. So if there are things in that area, or in any of those areas that you would like to see, leave a comment. Not going to promise that it's going to happen tomorrow, but it's something that I can put on the list for those 52 videos that I have to make throughout this year. Okay, for now we'll wrap it up. That's me for that's end of the first episode. Catch you soon. Bye.